International customers is definitely a part of our scaling up journey, and I think everything changed 2015, 2016 when we became a HubSpot partner.
Niggas like good ain't good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 77, and my name is Mattias, aka MattGron, and I'm the founder of the HubSpot agency iGoMoon'S. And here in this vlog, I share my scaling up journey, building the company. And with me, we also have my co-host Svea-Malina Landshoff, who makes sure we don't get stuck in my head, so to speak. How are you doing today, Svea?
I'm doing very, very good. And you know what? This time I'm not going to forget our tagline, because this is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality.
And I really can see there's some improvements of your camera quality.
Yeah, now you can see
today.
Everything. I don't know if that's a good thing, but yeah, we're slowly leveling up here. First the new microphone, now the camera. It's the first take with this, so I hope it's going well. Maybe my computer is overheating and it's a bit wacky. We'll see. First try.
Okay. So if we have people joining us for the first time, we have a format on this vlog, right?
Yes, we have different topics Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah, and today it is Wednesday. So what do we talk about during Wednesdays?
Wednesdays is all about business-related topics, scaling up the company. And Mondays we talk about more personal things, right? More like your leadership, your personal traits. And on Fridays, you always give us a wrap-up of the week and share with us your self-inventory. So if you're curious,
yes, the weekly self-inventory.
Check out the other ones.
Yeah. And sometimes I also have some disco light going on.
Yeah, but I think we dropped that after like the 10th episode or something. But sometimes.
Did we?
Okay. I would say let's start with our Wednesday episode for today. The topic that I came up with is international customers. And I'll just start off easy. Do you have international customers? And if so, where?
Yeah, great question. I would say we international customers is definitely a part of our scaling up journey, and I think everything changed 2015, 2016 when we became a HubSpot partner, because in that way there were customers coming from other countries than Sweden, and we started to help them, and then they talked to other like friends and colleagues, and in that way more and more people discovered us outside of Sweden. And I think today about 25% of iGoMoon'S revenue comes from outside of Sweden. So
okay, wow.
Yes.
And where are your customers located? Everywhere in the world, or do you have like some places where they're more than other places?
I mean, it's Scandinavia and Europe mainly, yes. And but we have been helping US customers, and I think US and Europe is probably where most of the customers come from.
Yeah.
So,
you just said that around 2015, when you became a HubSpot partner, more international customers discovered you. Are there some other ways you find new international customers, or they find you?
I think there is three main ways how they find us, and one, of course, is through HubSpot. I mean, there is different like content assets in the HubSpot ecosystem that points to iGoMoon'S, and there is like an inspiration page where some of our HubSpot work is displayed, and then we also have the main, they call it like the HubSpot agency directory pages. I think that's our main lead generator. Basically, customers can, search for partners like in specific countries, and also based on what kind of experiences the partners have. So yeah, that's a good one. And of course, more and more customers they find us through Google, because they search on maybe HubSpot development or HubSpot website, or
Yeah, I see.
And then they end up and they call us.
Perfect. That's what we want.
Yes.
And another question I have is, I could imagine if you have international customers, it can be tricky sometimes. There can be some difficulties. Can you talk about maybe some differences that you face between like national customers in Sweden and international customers? Could be both, maybe cultural, maybe bureaucratically. Are there any major differences?
Yeah, good question. The first thing that came to my mind was actually that for a while we were working with a lot of like UK customers, and it was actually the first time ever we had issues to get paid from some
Brexit?
customers. No, it was not because of Brexit. I think when I asked around, I think in some way it's a part of the culture, like more how should I say, how the financial system is kind of, built up from the ground. I think in Sweden there is a completely different like infrastructure and culture around actually paying your service providers. And if you don't pay, there is a different kind of, how should I say, like government entities that comes in and actually maybe and there's also like companies that takes over the debt and try to get the money and get the money paid, so to speak. So but I don't think that kind of infrastructure is really up and running in UK, or it's not just my experience. I have heard it from other people in the industry too. So basically what we did was that we started, how should I say, like when we started new projects, we also added like an upfront payment that was a little bit bigger, like a commitment fee. And so, and after that, it worked super well. And we were very transparent with like the new UK customers. We kind of also we said we have had issues, doing projects, and we never got paid. So like in the first project, we will always do like upfront payment on. So, and no one has complained about that, but that's something that has been a little bit different. And
okay, so that was the biggest difficulty you had so far. Otherwise it goes pretty smooth.
I think so. Of course, you have the language barrier there, but over the last years, iGoMoon, I think we have been growing a more international culture and vibe. We, we have Frank joining from Australia. We have Taylor in Cape Town in South Africa. And
me from Germany.
Yeah, exactly. And we also kind of natural today. We speak English at the office, and everything we Like all the documentation, everything is in English. We don't write anything in Swedish.
Yeah, I have a question about that. Sorry to interrupt, but I know you have changed your language at the office. When did you do that? Because before you just spoke Swedish, obviously, right?
Like I think it definitely changed like 3 years ago, maybe. It was the first time when we had someone here at iGoMoon'S that didn't speak any Swedish at all.
Okay.
And then everyone kind of adapted. But of course, if I'm having a lunch and then someone, pops by just talking Swedish, then we of course talk Swedish. So it's not like we must talk English at office. It's more, a natural thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, everyone. I mean, today in our internal meetings, I think it's Swinglish. We talk Swinglish because some people talk English, some maybe say something in Swedish.
That's my everyday.
And then we help. Exactly. I mean, that's how it's between you and David. I mean, there's always like a practice going on. But the only decision we have made is that basically there is two things. All the documentation should be in English, and the website is also in English today, and not in Swedish. And there is two reasons for that. Number one is that we see Europe as our main market, and there is a lot of work to just keep the company updated and keeping social media running and the blog running in one language compared to two. And we see the entire European market, or the market outside of Sweden actually, as a bigger pond compared to focusing on the Swedish market. So
yeah, definitely.
And I also see, of course, we not having a Swedish website, of course we lose some SEO on that, some SEO juice on that, because there is still some people searching in Swedish for some terms. But also I must say that our ideal customer profile is searching, they do their searches in English.
Yeah. You said earlier that your revenue now is 25% from outside of Sweden, right? From international customers. What's your goal here? Do you have, or do you see a trend coming up? Is it getting more? Where do you want to end up?
We don't have a goal specifically so much of this of the revenue must be from outside of Sweden. I think it's just a, how should I say, a natural result of the strategy we have. So I think it's good. Okay. It will grow, and there is different trends. Sometimes we get a little bit more customers in Sweden, and sometimes we get more customers outside of Sweden.
Yeah. I want to end this episode with a positive question.
Okay.
Are there some aspects you really enjoy actually about having international customers?
So I think it's super fun personally, because about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I made a decision to pursue an entrepreneurial journey around IT and marketing, sales, online, and in that during that time I started to study English, and because I felt somewhere this is the future. I really want to build an international company. And yeah, so now we are on that journey, and I think that's super fun. And
I agree with you.
For me, it comes natural, and I mean, the more customers we get outside of Sweden, it's a good way for me to practice my English, and also like when people come to iGoMoon and join us and work here, and that's also super fun. Like building a company with different backgrounds and people from different parts of the world. I think that's the future, right?
Yes, I absolutely agree. I also personally enjoy that very much. And you know how I always tend to speak a bit negatively about my old workplace, but one really good thing was actually the team was super multicultural, and I really enjoyed that, with people from everywhere in the world. I think that's super fun.
What's the English word? It's like diversity, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's a good word. Diversity.
Yeah, diversity.
I need to start use that word more.
Next episode, maybe.
Yeah,
all right.
Next episode.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you, as always, for this Wednesday episode. And you guys watching, thank you. And maybe you want to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And see you in the next one, hopefully.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.